He was just a poor mechanic and a single dad struggling to survive. That night, he stopped his rusty truck on the highway because he saw a teenage girl sitting beside a car, crying like her world had ended. Her hands were shaking, her phone was dead, and she kept whispering, "Please, don't leave me here." So he fixed her flat tire for free. But the next morning, his phone rang. A cold, powerful female voice said, "Is this the man who helped my daughter last night?" Then she added something that made his heart stop. "I'm coming to see you, and I need to know the truth." Before the story begins, like this video and subscribe to Inspiration Stories Box, because the ending will leave you in tears. The night the mechanic couldn't ignore. Ryan Cole's life was made of grease, broken engines, and quiet prayers. He wasn't famous, he wasn't rich, he didn't even own a proper garage anymore, just a small rented workshop beside an old gas station on the edge of town. The sign above the door read, "Cole Auto Repair," but half the bulbs were dead, just like his luck. He was a single father, raising his 8-year-old son Liam alone since Liam's mother had left when the boy was only 2. She didn't die, she simply walked away and never returned. That pain never fully healed, but Ryan learned to bury it beneath work and responsibility. That night, after finishing a late repair job, Ryan drove home in his old pickup truck. Rain had just stopped. The road was dark and empty, the kind of road where even streetlights seemed scared to stand. Then he saw it, a black luxury car parked on the side of the highway. Its hazard lights blinked weakly, and beside the car sat a teenage girl. She had her knees pulled to her chest, her face buried in her arms, shoulders trembling. Her hair was messy, her shoes looked too clean for the dirt she sat on, and her body language screamed one thing: fear. Ryan slowed down. He was the kind of man who ignored someone in need, but still he knew the world wasn't safe. People could trap you, set you up, rob you. Still, something about the girl's quiet crying reminded him of Liam on the nights he woke up from nightmares. Ryan pulled over. He stepped out carefully, keeping his voice calm. "Hey, you okay?" The girl flinched so hard she almost fell backward. She looked up with red eyes and a shaking lip. "Please, don't hurt me." Ryan's heart cracked. "I'm not here to hurt you," he said gently. "I'm a mechanic. I saw your car. Flat tire?" She nodded fast, wiping her face. "My phone died. I've been calling for help for hours. I don't know what to do." Ryan glanced at the tire, completely shredded. He sighed and knelt down. "All right, I can fix this." The girl watched him like he was some kind of miracle. As he worked, Ryan noticed bruises on her wrist, faint, like someone had grabbed her too hard. "You're running from someone?" he asked softly. The girl hesitated, then whispered, I had an argument with my mom. She's strict, and I ran away. I thought I could handle it, but then the tire blew, and I realized I'm stupid." Ryan didn't laugh. He didn't judge. He just said, "You're not stupid. You're scared." That was the moment the girl's tears spilled harder. "I'm not supposed to be alone," she cried. "People don't understand. My life isn't normal." Ryan tightened the bolts, then stood up and offered her a bottle of water from his truck. "Drink, breathe." She drank with trembling hands. "What's your name?" he asked. "Sophia," she replied quietly. "Okay, Sophia, I'm Ryan, and I'm going to make sure you get home safe." Sophia stared at him like no one had spoken to her that way before. "You're doing this for free?" she asked. Ryan shrugged. "A kid is out here alone at night. That's enough reason." When he finished, he checked the tire and wiped his hands. "Car should be good now, but you shouldn't drive alone in this weather. Where's home?" Sophia looked away. "I can't go back," she whispered. Ryan's jaw tightened. "Listen to me. I have a son your age, Liam. If he ever ran away, I'd go insane. Your mom might be strict, but she's still your mother." Sophia's eyes filled again. You don't know her. She's powerful. She's scary." Ryan opened his truck door and handed her a phone charger. "Charge your phone," he said. "Call her. Let her know you're alive. That's the least you can do." Sophia hesitated, then plugged it in. Minutes later, her phone turned on. She stared at the screen like it was a bomb. She finally dialed a number and held it to her ear. Ryan watched her expression change. Her face went pale. Then she whispered, "Mom, please don't be mad. I'm okay." Ryan couldn't hear the other side, but Sophia's body stiffened. "Yes, I'm safe," she said, voice trembling. "A man helped me." She looked at Ryan as if asking permission. Ryan nodded. Sophia swallowed. "His name is Ryan Cole." Ryan felt a strange chill run down his spine when she said that name. Sophia hung up and whispered, "She's coming." Ryan frowned. "Coming where?" Sophia pointed at his truck. "She wants to meet you. She asked where you live." Ryan's stomach tightened. That night, Ryan drove Sophia back towards town, making sure she was safe. He didn't know it yet, but helping that crying teen was about to change his life forever. The billionaire mother's call. Ryan barely slept that night. He kept thinking about Sophia's bruised wrist, her fear, and the way she flinched when he first spoke. Something wasn't right. When he reached home, Liam ran into his arms, sleepy-eyed, hugging his father like he was the only safe place in the world. Ryan held him tightly, whispering promises he wasn't sure he could always keep. The next morning, Ryan opened his shop early. He needed work. Bills were due. The rent was late. His son's school fee was unpaid. Life didn't pause just because a stranger cried on the roadside. Ryan was under the hood of an old sedan when his phone rang. Unknown number. He almost ignored it, but something pushed him to answer. "Hello?" There was silence for 2 seconds. Then a woman's voice, calm, cold, and expensive sounding, said, "Is this Ryan Cole?" Ryan wiped his hands on a rag. "Yes, who is this?" "This is Isabella Hart." Ryan froze. Even if you lived under a rock, you knew that name. Isabella Hart was a billionaire businesswoman, a media queen, the owner of Hart Industries, the woman who appeared on magazines with headlines like the Ice Queen of Billions. Ryan's mouth went dry. I'm sorry, ma'am. I think you have the wrong number." "No," she replied sharply. "I have the right number. You helped my daughter last night." Ryan's heart started beating faster. "Sophia?" he asked. "Yes," she said. "She told me what happened. She told me you stopped. You fixed her tire. You kept her safe." Ryan swallowed. "I just did what anyone should do." "I still helped her," Mrs. Hart said, very impressed. Isabella's voice softened slightly. "Not everyone does. Most people would have driven past." Ryan leaned against the tool cabinet. "Is she okay?" Isabella paused. "She's physically safe," she said, "but emotionally, she's been falling apart for months." Ryan didn't know what to say. Then Isabella said something that shocked him. "My daughter has never trusted a stranger. She has never spoken kindly about anyone, until now." Ryan's chest tightened. "She was terrified." Isabella exhaled, like the truth hurt. "Because she thinks I don't care." Ryan's voice became quiet. "Do you?" There was a long silence. Then Isabella whispered, almost like she was speaking to herself, "I built an empire, but I failed to build a home." Ryan didn't expect those words from a woman like her. Isabella cleared her throat. "Ryan, I'm not here to offer money." Ryan blinked. "Then why are you here?" Isabella looked him straight in the eyes. "I want you to teach me," she whispered, "how to be the kind of parent my daughter needs." Ryan didn't know what to say. He was just a mechanic, just a father trying to survive. But in that moment, he realized something powerful. Sometimes the richest people in the world are the ones starving for love, and sometimes the poorest man can give them the thing they can't buy. If this story touched your heart, please like this video and subscribe to Inspiration Stories Box, because every story here reminds us that kindness can change destinies.